Hey guys, it's Farmer Brad here, and I just have to do the evening chores, but I'd figured I'd bring you along. And not sure if you can see it, but the moon is it's really like red. Let's see. Looks like I need to get another feed bag. It's pretty dark, so probably won't be able to see much. But let me turn up my lamp. There we go. That's a little bit better. Not sure if you're able to see. These are some ocelotls. There's some barn kittens. Oh, I guess I can go ahead and turn on the chicken run lights. And here's the waterline trench that I still have a lot of progress I need to make on it. But this billboard tarp is doing a pretty good job. There's the geese, the two original ducks, and then over there is a new dock. There we go. I got them all on layer feed now, just to simplify things. And this chicken tractor here has some ocelotls as well as some free hens that we got for free. But we've been pretty low on eggs. They've really cut down with the temperature changes. over here, this is the Bantam Chicken Palace. Let's see if I can shine some more light in there. Here we go. So they are all chilling. Don't know how many I have in here, but I think I'm going to put another roost, and I need to go ahead and wrap their run with plastic as a windbreak for the winter. They have a big feeder in here. These are Bantam red Cochins. These doors kind of warped a little bit, and see if I can get to the top one. There we go. So our YouTube channel is almost to monetization. Last I checked, we were about 22 hours away from getting monetized, and that's pretty exciting. I have a decent amount of videos in the queue that still need to get edited. One of them is I used a high blow aerator to put diffusers on the pond to help with the extra algae. Let me So this chicken tractor has my older Australorps that I hatched out. I have someone picking some up on Monday. And I'll probably end up taking some of my younger ones to Knightstown livestock auction if I'm not able to sell them soon, because I need to get my looks like the garden hose is leaking a little bit. I think I fixed it. Still have a lot of projects to do. This last weekend, when was it? This last Sunday, I rented a trencher, and that was interesting. I didn't realize how heavy those trenchers are. And I managed to get it stuck twice. I don't think you guys can see it, but there's like 3 sets of eyes from barn kittens. Man, they're getting big. So I'm gonna go get the feeders from over here, bring them to the feed bin, and fill them back up. Let's see if they've laid any eggs. Nope. That one seems pretty full. This one, on the other hand, gets emptied pretty fast. Hello, it's Farmer Brad here. I'm just bringing you along with my chores. So Sorry you won't really be able to see much, but basically it starts getting dark when I'm off my day job. So I either have to do the chores in the morning or in the evening. There we go. Not quite sure how I'm going to enclose this, whether or not I cut it right off at the roof line or if I cut slits down the side so then I can roll them up if I need to. I don't know. But here's more of the trench. So from here to about there, I didn't get finished with the trencher, so I have to hand dig all this. But the goal with this trench, here's where the trencher resumed. It's pretty deep. The goal is to put a frost-free hydrant in the garden. I was thinking of putting another one over there for the chickens, but instead, because I didn't have a trench dug there, instead I think I'm going to put it on the other side. That way during the summer I can have another area for a water trough for the sheep. And Marshall's been doing pretty good about staying in his area. At first I thought he was kind of freaked out by the trench, so I showed him how to get back to his area, but he ended up climbing right over the trench. So this is the water frost-free hydrant that I'm going to relocate, and don't have any sheep over here right now. They're in the other pasture. So I'll go ahead and let's see, actually should just be able to. Now this right here is the rooster that always seems to hang out with the sheep. He I don't know, he just really likes the sheep. I don't know what to call him. But he's a good looking rooster. Oh. Here's a Wise pan cam that I have in the barn. And I use that for checking on this area when the sheep are in here. Let's go check out the sheep. So here's the horse trough, and I dug a trench here because I couldn't find the pipe that horse trough is connected to. So here's where I got it, the trencher almost stuck again. And I dug this trench. I need to finish it out. And one thing with the trencher is it kind of went at an angle, because once this ground, all the dirt was piled on it, and if I had to go back over it, it would kind of slant the trencher. So here's an area I need to dig out. Then over here are the sheep. There's Gandalf. That is Penelope, who is the first lamb of Dolly. And Dolly is over here on the ground. These two, I think these two are the youngest twins, and that one are the older twins. And here is Bruce, Gandalf, and this is Penelope. And that was an RFID tag that I got on Penelope. I need to put one on Gandalf. I got one on Bruce. And Penelope was missing a yellow tag. I think it had fallen off sometime last year. And so basically what I've been doing is I have the rams be odd numbers and the ewes even numbers. And so far they've done pretty good with having this trench here. I mean, I think they're aware of it. And over here is Dolly, and I'm pretty sure she's bred. And I don't know if any of the other ones are bred, but we have 4 ewes and 4 rams. And so I'm not sure if you can see it, but over there is where I have the trench coming, and I plan on putting on the other side of the fence the water trough, the water frost-free hydrant. That way I have like 100-gallon water trough over there, and if I end up getting any larger animals, then that could be a water source for them. And then I need to set up the ram pump in the spring to fill up another water source over there on the other side. Oh, looks like the cats are scaring them a little bit, but it's nice that they're using that falling apart sheep shelter. And part of the reason why it's in that condition is it fell apart when I was pulling it, and that's kind of where it ended up. So we got 2 people watching the live stream. Sorry you can't see very much, but it's dark and I'm trying to do some chores. I was just showing some people the trench. I dug this last Sunday, and yeah, it could have gone a lot worse. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the chat and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. So I don't think I mentioned this before, but the way I have these lights in the chicken run, let me try to turn off the flash. Is that right now there's the door that's closed to the barn, and I just have an extension cord running there. But what's nice is that actually gets the lights come over, and I can put, I think, up to 120 watts connected to the end of those lights. And the heated water bucket that I sell on my website is only 60 watts. So I should be able to put that at the end of here. The heated elements that I typically get from Tractor Supply, those are like 150 watts to 250 watts, and that ends up being a little too much there. Let's see. So by the heated water bucket only being 60 watts, that should work good at the end of there. I still have some brainstorming and building out to do for inside the barn. Let me talk over some of my ideas. So part of the mess, I still have some things to clean out, like the deep litter bedding from last year. So this is part of an old corn crib, and the other side is, so the idea is you have two sections. This side's for the older birds, the other side is for the younger birds. And so I still have to clean it all out. And then what I'll probably end up doing is just running a conduit, or the plastic conduit over this direction, and then put a box there with an outdoor plug. And then this is the automatic chicken coop door. I really haven't had to use it since I have Marshall on the premise. But what I want to do is build sort of a gate over here, and I'm thinking of like flip up doors. So they'll be hinged, and then there'll be a cable that will pull the doors shut and open. And then there will be one on the other side of there. So the idea is that during the wintertime, I can have this side have access to the chicken run one day. Then they go, and then I close it up. And then the next day, the other side can have access to the chicken run. I also need to repipe all of this winter chicken water, because what I want to do is on this side, I want to make it so that like right about there, that area, it'll be a section that will be just for younger birds. That way, if I have any, I can use it. But I'll also make it so that there will be a shutoff valve here and there, so I can shut off the water, drain the water by pushing in on the water nipples on the PVC, and then just have it circulate. So I'll have it so that I only have water running in the areas that I have chickens. And an idea that I have for the future is I have the IBC tote that is currently down on the floor, but if I put it up in the barn loft, now it's all dependent on being able to have this system work out. So I have a Wemo maker that you can put in a sensor and a relay. So the sensor would be a water flow. So the IBC tote is up, so it would be gravity fed, and then the water would come down and then it would go back up, because that's kind of how fluid dynamics work. The water will loop back up and it will match the level that the water's at. So the thing though is, since it's gravity fed, I don't want all of the 300 gallons of water to run out if there's a leak down below. So I would put on the return a water sensor to determine whether or not water is flowing, and if it's not, then it shuts off a solenoid inside of the IBC tote. So I saw on Farm Builder where he had put like a shut off valve inside an IBC tote, and the idea is that by having it in the middle, that's the last part that freezes. So I would still have a heated element in there, but the benefit of having the water trough or the IBC tote up in the barn loft would be during the summer, if my water source stops working, or my water pump, which we've had our well pump stop working before, then we have 300 gallons of water that can be fed via gravity. So that's one benefit. But the risk is if that smart device is not able to work properly, then if there's a leak or something down here, then we got 300 gallons of water going everywhere. So that's kind of the toss-up. Leave in the comments what your thoughts are, whether or not I should, I mean, I probably won't get to it this year. I'm a little bit behind schedule on trying to get the winter setups in place, but and then I probably need to rebuild this wall just so it's a little bit more permanent. I'm not sure what I'd put in between there. I do like being able to see to the other side. And then down here, I'm going to try to like have really steep covering on this like little tunnel. That way they don't roost on it, but I'll still need to be able to have it so that I can flip it up if I need to clean out any poop from them going out there. But I think it'll be pretty good. And then I want to build a double stacker nest box. And then I posted, I think on Facebook, there was a poop pit design that you make out of wood and stuff, and I might put that underneath their roost bars for the winter so that it keeps it all sort of contained and where it's at. But yeah, the next couple days it's supposed to be pretty nice, so hopefully I'll be able to tackle some of these projects. But not sure if that's I also another project is I need to winterize the rabbit hutch so that the rabbits are good for the winter. And yeah, so I'm done here, and make sure to check out some of my other videos. I haven't made the giveaway video, but I do plan on doing a giveaway celebrating 1,700 subscribers on our channel, which is absolutely amazing. So be on the lookout for that video, and I'll probably have the giveaway last a week. And I'm thinking about the way people enter they will leave a comment of one of their favorite videos that I've made, and go from there. And I'll probably have the prize be an automatic chicken water bucket and one of those garden planters. I have one or two more to give away. So I hope everyone has a great night. Thanks for hopping on here and there, and until next time, have a great day.